Now, when the guys at TP-Link wanted to send me over the new mesh Wi-Fi 7 system to test out on the channel, I immediately said yes. This is actually good timing because my current Wi-Fi 6 mesh system has been having some issues here recently, so I want to see if a new Wi-Fi 7 system like this one would fix some of the issues I've had recently, especially when gaming. There would be a huge fluctuation where 1 minute it was fine, the next minute I could barely do anything because of the lag, and the ping would just go crazy high. Not sure if it's because we keep adding Wi-Fi devices, or because my wife is working from home more often now, or if it's because my current system is just getting a little tired. This new system is the TP-Link BE67 BE14000 Mesh Wi-Fi 7. This one is a 3-pack, but you can get this in a single or a double pack as well. Pricing starts at $299 for the single and goes up to $699 normally for the 3-pack, but it's actually on sale at $100 off as of this video. But I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. This covers up to 8,100 square feet with up to 200 devices. I think I currently have about 32 or so. Inside the box, you've got 3 nodes or routers, 3 power cords, 1 short Ethernet cable, which is nice if your main router is right next to the modem. They also include this cool little tool to reset each of the routers if you need to. And then there in the back, you've got 3 Ethernet ports. You've got a 10 gig, 2.5 gig, and 1 gigabit. So much better than some of those that I've seen that only have 2 or less ports. So you can connect this with a wired backhaul where each one is connected through Ethernet, or you can just use each one using Wi-Fi. You've also got a USB 3.0 port and WPS button on each one of these as well. They're definitely a little bigger than I was expecting, but still pretty compact, maybe just a hair taller than my older system. They've also got air vents right there on the top. They seem to have pretty nice build quality. Just real quick about the Deco app that's used to control this system. Setup was a pretty easy step-by-step process like most modern routers now, so that was good to see. There's just a ton of different settings. You can even move devices that are connected to one router to a different one if you need to. You can also separate the frequency, so you could have 2.4 gigahertz on one connection for all of your smart home devices, then put 5 and 6 gigahertz on the MLO connection where you can connect to multiple frequency bands simultaneously. Plus it also has a guest network that you can add and decide which frequency that is as well. So there's tons of different ways to set things up or to get it dialed in just how you like within the Deco mobile app. The nice thing is you can even add other TP-Link nodes or routers to the system. Also, if you have an older TP-Link mesh system, you can add that to this system. You know, if you want to extend your network even further out to the garage a little better or outside. You can also add smart home devices that works with Matter and control it right from the app as well. You can also do a 30-day free trial of Security Plus to add extra security when browsing, or to add extra security for most of your smart home devices. You've also got parental controls on here when you're at home or on the go. Just keep in mind, if you want the advanced parental controls, there is a subscription for that. One of the interesting things is when it comes to the speed test comparison of this new system versus my old one, I went around to each location inside my house, well, except the garage, and one spot outside where I have a camera mounted to a tree. I took 3 speed tests at each location, then I took the average of those 3 numbers, and that's what you see here on the first download speed comparison chart. Keep in mind, my older system doesn't have 6 gigahertz, it's only 5 gigahertz on Wi-Fi 6, where the new TP-Link has 6 gigahertz on Wi-Fi 7. As you can see, my speeds were fairly decent on my older system, usually in the 600s for download speeds at most locations. Then as you go to the garage, of course it drops to around 500 because it's further away. The tree camera outside was actually a little faster than I thought it would be, at around 334 on 5 gigahertz. Another thing to keep in mind is with the 6 gigahertz frequency is the distance isn't going to be as far as 5 gigahertz, but I'm mainly interested in the 6 gigahertz because that's where you can get the fastest speeds. As you can see here, at every location inside my house was hovering around the 900s, which is kind of crazy considering when I have Ethernet connected to my gaming PC. Now, I think even a bigger surprise is when it comes to upload speeds. You'll see the tree camera location is still better using the 5 gigahertz, but not a big deal considering most of my cameras are only 2.4 gigahertz. But if you look at how much higher all 4 locations are for the new TP-Link system, my studio is even double the upload speed. And again, some of these are hovering in the 900s now for upload speeds, where before some were pretty low on my older system. I know some of this is going to come down to what your current setup is, but I'm pretty impressed with this after doing this comparison. And probably the biggest change from my old system is the connection seems more stable and it stays at the lower pings. It just seems much more consistent now. I've also noticed when my wife is working at home, when connected to VPN, I tried to do my own hard work of playing several games of Rocket League, and surprisingly I didn't see any fluctuation issues like I had before. I think if you're on the fence or you're not sure whether it's worth going from Wi-Fi 6 or even older to the new Wi-Fi 7 mesh routers like this one from TP-Link, I know for me personally, I'll definitely be keeping this setup going forward, and I may have to do an update video after a month or so just to let you know how it's going.